We'll admit these people who are there. That's it. Okay. Done. Okay. Good. So where were we? We were here. Okay. I hope you can see my screen. I am again maximizing it. Okay. One more thing I have to do. Mute all. Good. Okay. So you all have been muted. You can't switch on your mics or cameras. Okay, right? So we were discussing about this. We were discussing about that particular problem which we were solving. Okay. So now here, what you need to do is you need to calculate that 7 divided by 4. So let's do it. 7 divided by 4 is 1.75. And what is 5 divided by 5? That is 1. Got it. Now you see here. Now you see here. Both are positive. Both are positive. So there is no term which is negative. Both are positive. And which is the minimum out of this between 1.75 and 1? 1 is the minimum. So that becomes my key row. That becomes my key row. See what he says. What is the key row? The row that corresponds to the least positive value in the minimum positive ratio. That is what I had told. Okay. Now all this is making sense. Okay. You see here, the row that corresponds to the least positive value in the minimum positive ratio. This is what I said. You see here, minimum positive ratio in that, which is the least out of 1 and 1.75. 1 is the least. So that will be this will be my key row. This will be my key row. This will be my key row. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? Okay. Right. Now, let us proceed further. Now you got to know, what is the key row, and you got to know what is the key column. You know what is the key row, you know what is the key column. The intersection of the key row and the key column will give me what? Will give me the key element. See, key element, the intersection of the key row and the key column will give me the key element. Now what do you have to do? This is the key column, this is the key row, which is the intersecting element, that is the intersecting element. Are you getting my point? Okay, I will give a different color for it. Let's give green. Okay, so this 5 is the key element here. Okay, now what we have to do further? What we have to do further? Now, what we have to do? Slack variables are always filled with a 3 cross 3. Here again, I have to add one more thing. What if the key element is 1? Okay, then no action is needed. Okay, if the key element is other than 1, then first make the key element to 1. Okay, this is one thing. Okay, this is one thing. Then after that, the corresponding values in the key column KC has to be made to 0. Has to be made to 0. Okay, if it is already 0, then no action needs to be taken. Are you understanding? See, if the key element is 1, then no action is needed. If the key element is other than 1, then make the key element to 1 first. Okay, make the key element to 1 first. Okay, then the corresponding values in the key column should be made to 0. If it is already 0, then no action. Then no action needs to be taken. Now you see here, coming back to the problem. Now you see here in that, what is the key element here? The key element is 5. So whenever the key element is other than 1, I have to first make the key element to 1. So how do you do that? You have to just take the old row. See, this is the first simplex table. So I'm going to put it as old row. Okay, old row. So what is the values of the old row? Directly you take that values. Put it here. 53013. I have just taken whatever is the old row values here. I have directly pasted it. Then what you need to do, how do you make this? How do you make this key element to 1? If the key element is other than 1, make the key element to for 1 first. How it is done? Very simple. How? How? You just divide the entire row with the same key element. That's all. What I'm trying to say, now here the key element is 5. If I have to make it to 1, divide that entire row by 5 itself, which is the key element. That time you can make the key element to 1. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I am going to divide. I am going to divide. Alright. I am going to divide by 5. Okay. Which one I am going to divide? OR. Old row. I am going to divide by 5. Okay. So how do I do that? Very simple. 5 divided by 5. The next one, 1 minute. So that will be 5 divided by 7. Okay. The next one will be 3 divided by 5. Sorry. This is 5 divided by 5. The next one, oh, okay, fine. To do it as 5 divided by 5. Then here it will be 3 divided by 5. Okay. Then it will be 0 divided by 5. I'm just dividing the entire thing. Okay. 1 divided by 5. I'm just dividing the entire old row by 5. Then again it will be 5 divided by 5. Are you getting my point? Okay. Right. You see here, this old row. This is the old row. You are dividing the old row by the element. I can write this as old row divided by key element. Can I write it? Old row divided by key element. I can definitely write it because I am dividing the entire thing by 5. So it is going to be 5 by 5 is 1, 5 by 5 is 1, 3 by 5, 0 by 5 and 1 by 5. Okay. So this is going to be my OR by KE. Okay. Then after that, what you need to do. Okay. In some books, I will give you the alternative also. In some books, what they do is they will write this as the key row because it's already been written here. This is your key row. So what is the key row? 53015. 53015. I am going to put it as key row. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I am going to divide the key row. I am going to divide the key row by 5, which is the key element. So they will put it as key row by key element KE, KR by KE. Okay. So it is going to be the same thing. So this will be KR by KE. Got it? So whichever is easy for you, you can take it. Okay. Right. You can use that in the examination. Then after that, what you need to do? Old row. Now what you need to do, what is the next step? He says the corresponding values in the key column has to be made to 0. If it is already 0, then no action needs to be taken. Now you see the key column. This is the key column. Okay, this is the key column. In this key column, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. So, what I was saying here is very simple. Okay. Now you see here, what is the old row? The old row is very simple. Uh, you only have two rows. You only have two rows. Okay. You only have two rows. So in that I have taken one key row, which is the other row which is remaining. The other row which is remaining is this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that. So I'm going to put it here. Okay, old row. These are all the calculations which you have to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is old row is there. Okay, I'm just going to write it as it is. Then what you need to do, you have to divide, sorry, you have to write one more row below it. Which row you have to write? You have to write the KR by KE row. You have to write the KR by KE row. Now at this point you can do a check. What is the check? If your problem is correct, then definitely the element which you have to make it to 0, below that you will have an element always equal to 1. Now you see here in this particular key concept is the key element, which is the other element which I have to make it to 0. I have to make 4 to 0. See, don't get confused. There are only two rows because there are only two equations. Don't say here also there is no 0. No, you have to only see how many equations are there. Now, in your problem which you have given, there are only two equations. So what you need to do, this is one equation, this is one equation. So 5, I have made it to 1. Can you see that? 5 has become 1. Okay. Which is the other element? The other element is 4. So I have to make 4 to 0. In some cases, in some problems, the key element will already be 1. Don't, when you already have the key element as 1, don't do this process. And there might be some problems where the other element is already 0, then you should not do this. You have to do this process, the one which I have highlighted. You have to do this process only when the key element is other than 1 and other elements are not 0. Understand this. Are you getting my point? Okay, that's how it is. Okay. Now you see, this is 4. 4 is not equal to 0. So I have to make it to 0. This is my key element. My key element should be 1. Is it 1 there? No, it is 5. So I have to make it to 1. Are you understanding? If it is 1 and 0, don't do anything. Job is easy. But they will always want you to do this step. They want you to commit a mistake. Okay. And that is the reason they always give other than 1 and 0. The problem will come like that. Okay. So what you need to do, just you have to write the old row, and below that you have to write the key row by key element. So what is the key row by key element? This is the row. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to paste it there. Are you getting my point? Right. Then what I'm going to do, this is a check. What is the check? The check is very simple. The check is very simple. What he says, if my problem is correct till here, if my problem is correct till here, the element which I have to make it to 0, below that I will always have a 1. Now you see here, which element I have to make it to 0? 4. I have 4 here. Below that, what is the value which I'm having here? The value is 1, which means to say till here, whatever process I have done is 200% correct. Are you getting my point? This is a check. So whenever you are solving simplex, whichever element you want to make it to 0, below that you should always have 1. If you do not have 1, please go back and check you have done a mistake. This is the first checkpoint. Okay. Every single problem, every single uh, unit, every single method, you can check. And as soon as you finish the problem, you can say, my answer is 200% correct. My answer is 200% incorrect, wrong. So you need not have to wait till the results. Many people are fearing, okay, will I pass? You will come to know immediately after you write the paper. Okay. You will know or 0 or 10 or 12, whatever it is. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is, you have to write the key row by key element. Then what you have to do, you have to multiply, multiply the KR by KE. You have to multiply the KR by KE with the CE. This I have to introduce. What is this CE? Where did I put that? I had made a table. Okay, I'll put it here. I had written it somewhere. Okay. CE. What is CE? CE is nothing but corresponding element. Okay. CE is called corresponding element. What is corresponding element? I will put that also. The corresponding element is the same number in the key column, which has to be made to 0. Now, in the key column, which is the element you have to make it to 0? 4. So that 4 itself is the corresponding element. So here you put here CE equal to 4. So multiply the KR by KE with CE. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I am going to multiply it. I'm going to multiply it. So how I'm going to multiply it? Just have a look. Okay. So what I'm going to do, CE is 4. So 4 into KR by KE. So what I'm going to do, 4 into 1. So 4 into 1 is 4. Then 4 into 3 by 5 is how much? 12 divided by 5. Okay. So that's going to be 12 divided by 5. Correct? Okay, 2 by 5. Okay, fine. All right, 5 to 10, 10 plus 2, 12 by 5. Okay, got it. It is taking another form. Okay. Format cells 1 minute up to 2 digits. Let's see. Or as halves. Okay, okay. Just try it out. 12 divided by 5. Okay, it's giving the same thing. Okay, no problem. Okay. 12 divided by 5. Then after that, 4 into 0 divided by 5. Okay, 4 into 0 divided by 5 is again going to be 0 divided by 5. Okay. Then the next one, 4 into 1 divided by 5 is 4 divided by 5. And the next one is 4 into 1 is 4. So you got this. You got this. Okay. So for this one, I mean to say for easiness, okay, I will just take the calculator and show you. Okay. That 12 divided by 5 you put. Okay, 12 divided by 5. So that will be 2.4. Okay. So I can put that here. Okay, 2.4. It's not taking. Again, I have to put it in decimal. Okay, 2.4. Okay, you got that. Okay, 2.4, 0 divided by 5, 4 divided by 5, and 4. Okay, this is after multiplying the key row by key element with the corresponding element. So what I can write here is CE multiplied by KR by KE. Okay, C multiplied by KR by KE. Okay, that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Okay, then after that, what you need to do, you just have to subtract both. Which one? Whole row minus this one. I'll put it here. Old row minus CE into KR by KE. So which means to say what? This minus this. This minus this. Okay, I'll highlight it for you so that it will be easy for you. Okay, that one and this one. Oh, it is here. Okay, fine. Okay, some other color. Okay, right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract this blue line and this orange line. Okay, so 4 minus 4 is 0. Then 3 by 5 minus 2.40. So you need to calculate. Okay, 3 by 5. So how much is that? 3 divided by 5. 0.6. Okay, 0.6 minus 2.40. Minus 2.40 is how much? Minus 1.8. Okay, minus 1.8. You need to take calculators, guys. Okay. Then what is the old row? 1. 1 minus 5 divided by 0. Okay, this is 0. Okay, so that will be 1 minus 0. That will be 1. Then 1 minus 4 divided by 5. So again, you have to take the value 4 divided by 5 minus 1. Okay, so that will be minus 0.2. I get you my point. Then the last one is old row, and that is 7. Okay, 7 minus 4 is how much? 3. Are you understanding? Okay, right? Let me see if I've got it correctly. 4 minus 4 is 0. 3 minus 2.3. 1 minute. I think I've made a mistake. 3 minus 2.40 is 0.6. Okay. Let me just remove this. Okay. Right. 3 minus 2.40 is minus 0.6. Okay. And this is 0. Sorry, I just took the previous row. Okay. 0 minus 4 divided by 5. So how much is that? What is 4 divided by 5 is 0.8. So 0 minus 0.8 is minus 0.8. Okay. And the last one is 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay. So this is the new row. Till here, have you understood? Have you all understood? I'll mute you people. Okay. Just let me know if you have any doubts. We'll see what's happening in the chat box. Wrong. Okay. Fourth column is wrong. Yeah. I have rectified it. Okay. I have rectified it. Please allow my request.
The
What?
KR by KE into CE should be 0 by 5, sir, for the fourth row, fourth column.
There's no request here. Sorry. What you are asking?
The KR by KE into CE for the
Ah.
fourth column is 0 into 1 by 5. It should be 0 by 5, no, sir. Fourth one.
Ah. This one.
Yeah, 0 by 5, no, sir.
Why is 0 by 5? Why is 0 by 5? I'm waiting for your answer.
Okay, sorry, I wrote wrong here, sir.
No, I mean, see, we are only looking at we are only making it to 0. So how we are making it to 0? We are just taking the old row. Okay, we are multiplying this old row with the key element. So what is the key element? I have multiplied it by the 4. Okay, I'm just going to put the same thing. That is, whatever is the old row, I'm just going to put that old row, and below that, I'm going to put the key row by key element. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply this key row by key element into 4, which will be my corresponding element. So that I am getting it here. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract this and this. 4 minus 4 is 0. 3 minus 2.40 is 0.6. 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 divided by 5. 1 minus 0 divided by 5. Okay, will be 0.
Sir, 1
Okay,
minus 0 by 5, 1 then.
Or maybe you can do it like this. Wait. Uh, Paint. Okay. So what you can do is 1 minus 0 divided by 5. So what you can do, if the LCM is 5, so 5 into 1 is 5, minus 0 divided by 5. So that will be 5 divided by 5. So that will be 1. That is the answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sir, you have the
Yes,
value
sir,
as
but
0,
0
sir.
on the 0 on போட்டிருக்கீங்க sir.
Answer is 1, sir. You put it in 0, sir.
Okay. Fine. So I've changed it to 1. Okay. You can mute.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good. So, what we are going to do here is, uh, we are going to get this. After you got this, okay, after you got this, you have to do the second simplex table. Okay, you have to do the second simplex table. The process is same. I will tell you. So what you need to do is just take ah, just take this table, copy it, and paste it here. So this is going to be simplex table 2. Okay. Now you see here. Now you see here. This 8 is the highest key column. So wherever there is key column, this key column, that element, that corresponding variable is called as your entering variable. So for this key column, you see which is the element which is corresponding there, decision making variable, which one? X. X is entering. Okay. Which one is leaving? This is the key row. In key row, which is the variable that is leaving? S2. Okay. So what I have to do here, from the first simplex table, from the first simplex table, okay, from the first simplex table, okay, the entering variable is X and the leaving is 2. You see that S2 is leaving and X is entering. This is very important. You have to write this. So when you move, when you are moving from the first simplex table to the second simplex table, you have to write from the first simplex table, the entering variable is X and the leaving variable is S2. What do you mean by that? What you have to do? Very simple. Now S2 is leaving. Okay, S2 is leaving. So S2 becomes vacant. Okay. What is entering? What is entering? The entering variable is X. So you have to replace that with X. Are you getting my point? Then after that, 82006, all that is same. Then all this entire thing gets changed. Again, you have to do it.
Sir. Sir.
Again, you have to do it. Huh?
Sir, how to find X2, S2 is leaving, sir?
Here it is there, no? In the first table, in the key column, which is the element which is there here?
X.
So X is entering. And in the key row, which is the corresponding variable which is there here, S2, S2 is leaving. See, I'll put one more note for you people. Note, if your problem is correct, there's one more hint there. If your problem is correct, then slack variable will leave and basic variable will enter. Now I have put a star mark there. What is the, where did this go? Are? Okay, what I'm saying is, if your problem is correct, slack variable will leave and basic variable will enter. But I put a star there. There are cases where slack variable will enter and basic variable will leave. Don't get confused. Okay. If you are confident, go ahead and do it. At one point of time, you only one basic variable is enough to get the solution. Are you getting my point? Okay. So don't keep on seeing whether your problem is right or wrong. Okay. Right. So next, what you need to do, if the problem is correct, the slack variable will leave and the basic variable will enter. Now you see here, in this, you see which is the variable which is entering X. X is basic variable. Which is the variable which is leaving? Slack, S2. So which means to say that my procedure is correct. Okay, right? So then what you need to do? you need to bring all these, values here. Okay, I mean to say all this, whatever you have calculated, no, this one. Okay, I will cancel it. I'll cut it.
Sir,
And I'll pay.
in some variable, slack variable will change, sir.
Sorry?
Some problem, slack variable will change and basic variable will be enter, sir.
Slack variable may don't get afraid, which means to say one of the variable alone is enough to get the solution. You may have x and y, whereas in some cases x alone will solve the problem or y alone will solve the problem. Are you getting my point? I mean
Yes,
to
sir.
say, I'll give you an example. There is a statistics examination or there's an OR examination. Okay. And in that, let me say there are three students who have been given 3 question papers and they have been asked to solve the problem. Okay.
Yes,
In
sir.
some cases, what will happen? They will say, take the question paper and solve it. It comes to me. I don't need any other person. I can only solve the entire paper and give you, which means to say what? One person is enough to do the job. 3 are not needed. Okay, right? So that's what
Yes,
I am
sir.
telling. In some cases, wrong. My answer is no. Another worried. Remember this. You should be worried. Remember, this is again one more. You should worry only when both the decision variable or basic variable, disappear. And there are no more decision variables.
Sir, your voice is not breaking, sir.
Sorry?
Your voice is breaking,
Voice is
sir.
breaking, sir.
Not clear, sir.
Voice is breaking.
Yes, sir. Your
Yes,
voice
sir.
is breaking, and if you're typing something in Excel, then it's not visible because your screen is lagging.
My screen is lagging. I don't know. I think just check your network connection.
It's
It is
not
little
visible,
bit
sir. Your screen is not
low
visible.
here, but
No, your voice is clear, but your screen is completely freezed.
For everyone, sir. For everyone as
is-
yours. The screen is
It's
not
not visible, sir. Your screen is not.
okay, sir.
have you all
Maybe
switched
the
on?
Yeah,
network
Have
now
you
it's
all
issue, sir.
switched? Have you all switched on the videos?
No, no, no.
No,
Your
no.
videos?
No, sir.
The camera
No.
icon is disabled, so we'll not be able to.
Okay, very good. Okay, then what I'll do is I will uh, share this Excel sheet. So maybe you can view it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Yep.
So you should worry only when the basic variable disappear and there are no more decision variables. I mean to say, look at this. In this problem, there are 2 variables x and y. Okay. You have to only worry when both x, y, both are leaving. Then there is some problem with what you have solved. Okay. Even if there is one single variable in the table, don't worry. Got it, right? So now what you need to do, again, basic substitution, whatever you have got here, you have to put it back again in this simplex table 2. You have to put it in this simplex table 2. So how do you put it? Be very careful. Now you see here, this is your key row. 5, I have made it to 1. This is again another place where people are committing mistakes. What? They will put this row here in the second simplex table. போடக்கூடாது. Key row எந்த place la irko, adhe place la da you have to plug in that values. 5 I have made it to 1. 5 I have made it to 1. 5 is coming in which row? Second row. Here, this is the first row, this is the second row. There are only two equations. So first row and second row. Second row la da key element. Okay, so that I have to make it to 1. அப்ப நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? Wherever that values are there, which you have made it to 1, that properly you copy, and you have to remember this. You have to put it in the second row. Don't put it here. If you put it here, it is wrong. You should always put it in the exact same place. Then here there was in the first row it was 4. That I have made it to 0. So which is that? Which is that? That is this. This I have to copy. I have to put it in the first row. Mistakes here. And they will say, problem is wrong, answer is not coming. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Then what you need to do? Exact same process. What is Zj? Whatever is the values here, you are going to multiply it and you are going to get the values. How? You see, CB, where is that? Okay, I missed one more column. This one. I'll put it here. Okay, right? You see here. So CB, when S2 was there, the value was 0. But now here it is X. So when X is the value, what is the value for X? 8. You have to put 8 there. Replace 0 with 8. See, when
So
with X oda
Voice is not
coefficient
audible,
என்ன?
sir.
சார் வாய்ஸ் பிரேக் ஆகுது சார், நீங்க சொல்லுங்க.
Okay, 1 minute. I will turn off my video. Now it's
Just நிறைய பேர் என்ன ஆடியோ
Yeah,
சார்,
that's
இன்னும்
fine,
நிறைய
sir.
பேர் வெளியே
Turn off
வெயிட்
your
பண்றாங்க
video
சார்.
and continue, sir.
sorry.
நீங்க ரூம் லாக்ல
Sir, voice
போட்டுறதுனால
அடிக்கடி
யாரும்
break
உள்ள
ஆகுது
வர
sir.
முடியல சார்.
Sir, if
Lock
you turn
பண்ணா
on
யாரும் வர
turn
முடியல.
off your video, it will be okay, sir.
I have turned
Yeah,
off,
maybe.
madam.
Yes, sir.
Keep allowing people, no? See, as and when they want, they can enter means then that is not okay for me. Where nobody is there.
இல்ல சார், நீங்க ரூம் லாக்ல போட்டிருக்கீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் சார், அதனால.
அதுதான்பா 8:30 மணி கிளாஸ். 12 மணிக்கு 12 ஆளுக்கு ஜாயின் பண்ணா எதுக்கு நான் விடணும் சொல்லுங்க. Hey, people who have joined now. Hey, hello. Hey, people who have joined now, what do you want to do? The class is getting over by 12:45. Now what you will come and do? You won't understand anything. We have already spoken for 4 hours. What do you want to do coming now? As and when you want to come, you come. Yeah, mute. Otherwise I'll throw you out. What do you want to do now? You won't do anything. You will not understand anything. Okay, right? Yeah, I have allowed everybody. See what I'm saying here. I mean to say, okay. So what I'm going to say here is very simple. Okay. See, you have to put the values in the exact same places. Okay, you have to put the values in the exact same places. If you put it in different places, the entire problem will go for a toss. Okay, you have to put it in the exact same place. Then how do you get ZJ? It's very simple. How do you get ZJ? It's very simple. 0 8 into 1. Now it will not be 0. Now the ZJ values will not be 0. Only in the first simplex table, the ZJ values will be 0. Not in other tables. So it will be 0 into 0 plus 8 into 1. I'm going to write the values directly. I am not going to show you all that, because in the first table I've clearly shown you how you have to do it. So I'm going directly. 0 into 0 plus 8 into 1 is how much? 8. Then next, 0 into 0 0.6. 0 into 0 0.6 is 0 plus 8 into 3 divided by 5. 8 into 3 divided by 5. How much? 24 divided by 5. So what's the value? 24 divided by 5 is how much? 4.8. So I'm going to put 4.8 here. Okay. The next one, 0 into 1 is 0. 8 into 0 divided by 5 is how much? 8 into 0 divided by 5 is how much? 0. Okay. After that, 8 into, sorry, next one, 0 into minus 0.8 is anyhow 0. 8 into 1 divided by 5. 8 into 1 divided by 5 is how much? 8 into 1 divided by 5.
So sorry to interrupt, but
Okay, 1 3 by
we
5.
can't hear
Okay.
you clearly. And if you just close your camera, maybe it could stop the lagging.
Okay, fine. So what I'm trying to say here is, this is going to be 8 into 1 by 5, that is 8 divided by 5. So I'll directly put the value for you. So 8 divided by 5 is how much? 1.6. So I will directly put it as 1.6 there. Arre. Okay, right? And the last one is 0 into 3. 0 into 3. 0 into 3 is how much? 0. 8 into 1 is how much? 8. Are you getting my point? So till here we have done it. Right? After that, Cj minus Zj. So what is the value? 8 minus 0 is how much? 0. 2 minus 4.8 is minus 2.8. Okay. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 1.6 is minus 1.6. And the last one, 6 minus 8 is minus 2. Now you see here, now you see in this table, this table is very, very important. You see in this table, focus on the Cj minus Zj values. You see here 0, minus 2.8, 0, minus 1.6, minus 2. Okay. Now I have written something here. You see here. Read this point. We replace the uncertain variables from the simplex table as we increase the number of iterations and end the process. Remember this, end the process when all the Cj minus Zj values are 0 and less than 0. I have given this statement. What do you mean by this? இப்போ பாருங்க இங்க Cj minus Zj values are all 0 and less than 0. It is 0 minus 0 minus minus. So it is all 0 and less than 0. Now what do you mean by this? Which means to say that I'll put a note here. What is the note? If all the values of Cj minus Zj are 0 and less than 0, then stop the process. Stop the process. And that table is the optimal simplex table. You have to stop the process. Many people will ask, how many times I have to do this process? You have to do the process till you get Cj minus Zj as 0 and less than 0. Then what you need to do? Now simplex table 2, this has become your optimal. This has become your optimal table. This has become your optimal table. Now what you need to do? I told you, inga na போட்டிருக்கேன் பாருங்க. எங்க here. That's x and y and substitute the function to get the value of max z. Are you getting my point? So what you need to do here, you have to just substitute the values of x and y. So what are the values of x and y? It is very simple. What are the values of x and y? Solution. Anga vanga. Enga come the corresponding solution. Now you see here. Now you see here. X 1. Okay. There is no y here. When there is no y here, what is the meaning? I told you that only one variable alone is enough to optimize the problem. அப்போ நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா here okay, x equal to what is the corresponding value of x here? 1.
Yes, sir. Not visible, sir.
Here,
Sir, Excel is stuck, sir.
sorry,
Excel stuck ஆயிருக்கு.
Excel is
So freeze
Excel is
இருக்கு, அப்படியே உங்க
stuck.
screen அப்படியே freeze ஆகி நிக்குது.
Okay, 1 minute. I will leave and rejoin. Wait. You all stay. I will leave and rejoin.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Are you all there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now only your
Yes,
screen
sir.
clear.
Now I'm audible.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll share my screen. Okay. So what I'm doing here is in this second simplex table, which is optimal, you see which is the corresponding solution for x. For x, what is the corresponding solution? 1. Okay. You don't have y there. You don't have y. Y is 0. Without y, the table has become optimal. Okay. So what do you say here? X is 1. Here x is equal to 1. And y is not there. So when y is not there, you take it as 0. Okay. Right. So here x is 1 and y is 0. Substitute this. Substitute this in the objective function to get max z. So
Sir, a
what is
small
the
doubt, sir.
కొంచెం పుండాక అవదు మ్యూట్ చేయండి ఫస్ట్.
Sir, a small doubt.
Ah.
So for the x value, should we consider the kc value that is corresponding for x or the solution value, sir?
Solution. Yeah, that's what I've considered. See, for x, where is that? Here in the optimal table for x, this is the place where I'm getting x. So in the x, what is the corresponding solution? It is 3. Sorry, 1. You understood?
Yes, sir.
See, for
So if the
x,
corresponding value was 3, will be considered, sorry, if the corresponding x value for solution was 3, we'll be considering 3 as x value, right?
but
If
x
it
is
was.
here, no, it is not here. If it is here, if x was here, then the corresponding solution is 3. But x is not in this row. X is in this row. In this row, you see what is the solution? The solution is 1.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm taking 1. And y is not there. Y is not there, so you're going to take y as 0. Okay. Yeah, are you all understanding or not? All are sleeping. Hey, Uto. Get up, all of you. Hey,
Maybe
what all of you are sleeping, huh?
repeat the
No,
solutions
sir.
part alone, sir, once
Please.
again. Solution part.
Simple. Okay, listen. All of you unmute. You see here. This is the table. In this table, you see all the Cj, Zj values are 0 and less than 0. When all the Cj minus Zj values are 0 and less than 0, okay, the table is optimal. The table is optimal. Once the table is optimal, you see which are all the variables which is there here. X and S1, only 2 are there. So for X, you see what is the corresponding solution? 1. There is no Y here. So when Y is not there, take Y as 0. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. What about the slack one? So how did you consider as 3 as solution?
You are not paying attention. Do you know these calculations here? Were you there when I was doing this calculation?
Yes, indeed.
Then you have no here. You're asking me how. This is the same 3 here. Here, can you see that values? 0.61 minus 0.83 here. Can you see that? 0.61 minus 0.83.
Yes, sir.
Then why are you asking me that where from this 3 came? If you have understood this, I have just copied it and pasted
okay.
it here.
Sorry, sir. Okay.
It's okay, fine. So that's how it is. Okay. So now what you need to do, you just have to substitute it. Substitute this values in the objective function to get max z. So what is the problem? The problem here is this. Okay, maximize. I'll copy that. I'll put it. Maximize z is equal to 8x plus 2y, which will be equal to 6. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just substitute these values here. So what is max z? Max z, okay, will be equal to, it's going to be 8 into 1. 8 into 1 plus, open the brackets, 2 into 0 equal to 6. Okay, right. See, some objective functions, okay, in simplex method will not have a equal to sign. It will only have the decision variable x and y. Okay, so since you have given me this equation, I'm working on this equation. But usually it will not be like that. It will only be like this. I'll show you. It will only be like this. That's all. You will not have a constant. But since you have given me a constant, I will work on that constant also. Okay. So what is the thing? Max z, okay, is equal to how much is that? 8. Okay, plus 0. When 6 comes this side, it's going to be minus 6. Okay, so what is max z? Max z is equal to this is 8 minus 6, so that's going to be plus 2. Now this is your final answer. If you get this, 20 marks. You see here, max z is plus 2. What did I say here in the note? For maximize, listen to this. For maximize, the z value will always be positive. Can you see that note here, which I've highlighted? In case if it is a maximization problem, the value of z will always be positive. And if the problem is minimized, the value of z will always be negative. Now, which is the problem you have given me? You have given me maximize. What is the answer I have got? The answer which I have got is plus 2. So which means to say what? Out of experience, if the problem is maximize, then definitely z max, okay, will be equal to positive value. And if the value is minimized, then definitely you will get negative value. Okay, right? So it's very, very important. So this is the solution for the problem which you have given me in today's class. Okay, right? So in today's class, you had given me a problem and we have solved it. And the final solution for that Z max is 2. That is the answer. Okay. Now, typically, if you have to solve this problem, you will take roughly about some 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. If you practice properly, 15 to 20 minutes you will take to solve this problem in the examination. So in less than maybe 1 hour, I mean 45 minutes, okay, in 45 minutes or so, you can clear this paper, okay, and the rest of the marks is always going to be like aiming for 80s and 90s, okay, but people are not passing even with 3 hours and with the choices, okay. So 3 hours you can finish the entire paper without leaving any question. No choice. You can finish the entire paper in less than 3 hours. 2 hours, 30 minutes. 30 to 2 hours, 40 minutes. You can finish the entire paper. Okay, right? So that's what I wanted to tell. This is how simplex method goes. So what you need to do, you need to remember the standard form. Okay, maximize set of constraints less than or equal to and non-negative restriction. Okay, and then you need to remember the table. Once you remember the table, use the identity matrix and then solve for Zj, Cj minus Zj. Then you mark the key row, key column. Okay. After you mark the key row, key column, you will get the key element. Intersecting of key row and key column will be your key element. If the key element is 1, don't do anything. If other elements are 0, don't do anything. Problem is easy. But they won't give it like that. So if the key element is other than 1, make the key element to 1. That's the first step. The second step, if the other elements are other than 0 in the key column, make it to 0. Once you make it to 0, then what you need to do, go to the second simplex table. In the second simplex table, again, you have to plug in all the values. Once you plug in all the values, solve for Zj, solve for Cj minus Zj, continue the procedure till you get all the values of Cj minus Zj as 0 and less than 0. Once you get all the values as 0 and less than 0, stop the process. That table is called as the optimal simplex table. Then what you need to do, see the solution. See the solution, substitute in the objective function. Once you substitute in the objective function, if the problem is maximize, you will get a positive value. If the problem is minimize, you will get a negative value. Are you understanding? Okay, right? So this is how simplex method works. This is a 20-mark compulsory question. Have you all understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who didn't
Yes, sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we
Or
explain
we
the
want
first
to,
of
Sir, can you explain the standard form again, sir?
sorry?
So,
can
Standard
you explain the
form,
first of, sir?
the first basic.
What standard form of simplex?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, that is here. The standard form of simplex is here. Your objective function. I'll put it here only. Okay, standard form. I'll just put it here. Standard form. Okay. So here objective function. Objective function should be maximize. Okay. Set of constraints should be less than or equal to non-negative restrictions should be greater than or equal to 0. So this is the standard form. Okay. However, the conditions apply. Okay, but this is the standard form. Got it? Right? Any doubts?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
So you can just scroll up for the optimal table.
Sir, first slide, sir. Top. Sir, in that how
This is
will
only
be?
top. I can't go any more top. You have
Sir,
to go. I only should go.
Okay, sir. How did you take it in two matrix or 3 by 3 matrix?
How did you take?
Sir, in starting I didn't come, sir.
Ah.
I came from 10 o'clock. So how you said before the break you will explain how the problem started. So can you give a just?
Very simple. This is the problem. This is the problem which they had given me. Okay, maximize z is equal to 8x plus 2y equal to 6, subject to this and this. Okay, this was the problem which was given by you people. Okay, so I solved this problem. So this is the standard form of simplex table. I think by now you should have understood. See, this is the standard form of simplex table. CB, XB, XY, S1, S2 solution minimum positive ratio. Okay, right. This is the standard. Then in the first simplex table, the slack variable should always enter. Okay, so S1 and S2. So for slack variable, the values will always be set to 0 and 0. Okay, then what you need to do, you need to take the coefficients. So here it is 8, 2, and 6. Okay, so 8, 2, 0, 0, 6. Okay, and then here if you see the other equations, it is 4x plus 3y less than or equal to 7. So 4, 3, 7 I have to take. So that is 4, 3, and 7. For your slack variables, you have to see whether if you have two slack variables, you will have a 2 cross 2 identity matrix, that is 1, 0 and 0, 1. If you have three slack variables, you'll have three identity matrix, 3 cross 3 identity matrix. So that will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 1. So how does that identity matrix fall? The right diagonal should be 1. Now you see right diagonal is 1. Can you see 1, 1? If you see a 3 cross 3 matrix, again the right diagonal is 1. That is how you have to take the identity matrix. Okay. After that, Zj, how do you get Zj? This into this plus this into this. Write it here. This into this plus this into this. Write it here. This into this plus this into this. Write it here. Do that. You'll get Zj. After that, Cj minus Zj. What is Cj? Coefficients of the objective function. 8, 2, and 6. So 8 minus 0, 8. 2 minus 0 is 2. 0 minus 0 is 2. 0 minus 0 is 0. That is how you get Cj minus Zj. In the Cj minus Zj row, you see whichever is highest. Which is highest? Key column. 8. So that will be my key column. Then for the key row, there are two rows. I don't know whether this is the key row or this is the key row. So for that, what you have to do, find out the minimum positive ratio. So how do you find out the minimum positive ratio? Solution divided by corresponding value in the key column. So what is the solution? 7. What is the corresponding value? 4. 7 by 4. What is the solution? 5. What is the corresponding value in the key column? 5. So 5 by 5. So 1.75 and 1, which is both are positive, which is minimum 1. So that will be my key row. Key element is the intersection of the key row and key column is the key element. So key element should always be 1. Is it 1 here? No, it is 5. So you have to make it to 1. After that, other elements in the key column should be made to 0. Which is the other element? 4. Is it 0? No. So I have to make it to 0. So I did this calculation. Which one? This one. After I did this calculation, 5 became 1 and 4 became 0. Then after that, you are there.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. I understand in simplex.
Okay, sir.
All good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Ellan தூங்கிட்டீங்க.
Yes, sir.
All of you have understood or all of you have slept?
No,
Good,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay.
Understood.
Understood.
Understood. Very good. So somebody has raised hands. Who is the Geeta, Almas, Vijay, Shri, Haridar? Okay. What is your doubt?
Sir.
Ah,
Sir, do we have 20 mark questions in exam?
Is there a compulsory question?
No, sir, we have till the 10 mark only.
Who said so? One compulsory question is definitely there. Go see the paper now.
Question.
You people don't see the paper. You just come and tell only 10 marks is there. Huh? One compulsory question is there.
Ready ஆகலையா?
So, actually, I'm just looking at the question
right?
paper. I could see only 10 mark, not 20 marks. Previous year question papers.
You just see the model paper which is given at the last of your book. You have that PCB material, no? In that, if you go to the last, there's a model paper.
Yes, sir.
Just looking at that, it states like 3 questions for 10 marks. So total of 30 marks, not 20.
Yes, sir. 3 10 marks questions.
Then they missed it. They missed printing it. Apram.
Okay, sir, fine.
Wait, 3 10 mark question, 30 marks,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
உங்க வழியிலேயே நான் வரேன். 3 10 mark is 30.
Yes, sir. அப்புறம் ஒரு 5 6 marks, 5 marks வந்து 6 marks வந்து 5 questions 30.
ஒரு நிமிஷம் எவ்வளோ? 30?
Yes, sir.
அப்போ உங்க எக்ஸாமினேஷன் எவ்வளவு மார்க்?
சார் அது இல்லாம ஒரு 2 marks இருக்கு சார். 10 2 marks 20 marks. So total of 80 marks தான் போட்டுருக்காங்க. 100 marksக்கு போடல.
20 marks are internal.
Internals.
Yeah.
Please share the Excel sheet.
போட்டுருக்காங்க. அப்படியே போட்டுருக்காங்க.
So yes, systematically அப்படி தான் போட்டுருக்காங்க. But even question papers 2 years பார்க்கறப்போ அது 80 marks தான் இருக்கு எக்ஸ்டர்னல். அதுல 10 mark வந்து 3, 6 5 marks, அப்புறம் 10 2 marks.
இல்ல இது எப்படி வரானா 5 into 6 30 plus 10 into 3 30 plus 15 வரும். அப்படி வரும். 15 or 20. So it will be 30 plus 30 plus 20. 30 30 60 plus 20 is 80. That is how you get it. The 2 mark question is for regular people, not for the distance mode. You check the paper code. The 2 mark question is for the regular people. See, it is for us. I mean to say, when I did my MBA in Madras University, we had 2 mark question. We had 2 mark question. We had 5 mark question. We had 10 mark question and 1 15 mark question. That's how it is. Okay. Anyway, no problem. See, whether it is 10 mark or 15 mark doesn't matter, dude. Okay, my concept is I should get 90. Don't bother whether it is 10 mark or 15 mark or whatever it is. Okay, I have to understand all the concepts. I have to go write the solution and get 90 or 95. That's my aim. Okay. Don't worry too much about the pattern of the question paper. I do not bother about all that. Okay. You know the problem, you know the solution, just go right, throw the paper and come. That is how it is. Okay. Don't worry too much about the pattern. See, my concept is you should know in and out of the subject. Okay. Right. So that any problem which comes in the examination, you should be in a position to solve it. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. Even if you have a different pattern, if you don't know the answer, then it is going to be really difficult. Okay, but rest assured you will be getting a problem on simplex method. There won't be. It's a what do you say? It's a 200% sure shot question. Okay, there won't be a paper without simplex method because that is very important. You will definitely get a problem on simplex method. You'll get a problem on PERT and CPM. You'll get one problem on sequencing, one problem in game theory, one problem in graphical, one problem in replacement, and then some theory questions. Okay, so rest assured, you will get these problems. Okay, it just cannot miss. Okay, and one problem on assignment, one problem on transportation. So the modified distribution method, MODI method, is also very important. That will again come as a question. Okay, and the Hungarian method of
Sir,
assignment. In that you
northwest
have four
corner method
types.
also important, sir.
Huh?
Northwest corner method.
That's it. Wait, no, listen. When I'm saying something, listen. Northwest corner rule. Wait, listen, no. What I'm saying first. I am telling something. Listen. I have analyzed a 15 years question paper. Based on that, I am telling. So listen, no. I will teach you everything, man. Don't be, see, in life you should have patience. That's what I'm telling. Four methods I'm telling. Corner rule, approximation method, and for all this, if you want to do the optimization, there is something called as modified distribution method. Listen, no. So these three methods, northwest, then this Vogel's approximation and your least cost method, is basically to find out the IBFS, initial basic feasible solution, and to check whether that feasible solution is really optimal or not. You're going to use something called as modified distribution method or MODI method. Okay, right. So that will come as a that will come as a 10-mark question, okay, or 15-mark question. Got it? Right. So it is very important. Apart from that, you also have the assignment problem wherein there's a method called as Hungarian method of assignment. In that, you have four methods. Okay, one is minimization, maximization, and then you have your what is that? Row deduction, sorry, row column, assigning zeros, maximization type. Okay, and yeah, four. Okay, row column maximization and restricted assignments. Four types you have. Okay, so that is about assignment. And then in sequencing you have uh, 2 machines, 3 machines, and 5 machines. Okay, that is also important. Then replacement, you have 3 types: CRS model, CRV model, and group replacement. So definitely you will get a problem on group replacement. If you analyze the previous year question paper, these are all the questions which is repeatedly coming. Okay, from PERT CPM, from group replacement, graphical method, then simplex method, then assignment or transportation. These are all the problems which is repeatedly coming in your question paper. So it's very important that you do not miss all this. Okay, don't just go read. Don't just go read. So it's very important that you learn all this and go. Okay. So this is the pattern. This is how it is. Okay. So I hope that you have understood simplex. Okay. Right. I hope you have understood simplex. The next one, how much time do we have? We have 30 plus and 40 minutes.
Sir, voice is not audible, sir. Sir? Sir, voice is not audible, sir.
Now it's audible.
Sir?
Now it's audible.
It's audible only,
It's
sir.
audible, sir.
Yes, it's audible.
It's audible, sir.
Okay, okay, right.
Audible.
So we have 30 plus 10, 40 minutes. Okay, in 40 minutes, I'll teach you some more. What shall we do? Simplex is done. I'll teach you. You want assignment? You want decision making, or you want uh, transportation? Which one do you want?
So decision making.
You want decision making? Okay, fine. I'll teach you decision making. Okay. In decision making, there are how many types? 5 types. Okay, there are 5 types. One is uh, maxi-max, maxi-min, Laplace, Hurwitz, and minimax regret. Okay, there are 5. Okay,
Okay.
maxi min, minimax, Laplace, Hurwitz, and minimax regret. There are 5 types. Okay, rest assured, your problem is going to come in any one of these 5 types. Okay, I'll give you the alternatives for these. Okay, maxi max. Okay, maxi max is called as criterion of optimism. I will write it for you. Okay, I'll take another sheet. Decision making. Okay, so what are the different types? One, maxi max. Second, maxi min. Third, Laplace. Fourth, uh, Hurwitz. Fifth, minimax. Minimax regret. Okay. Now this particular methods are there. No, it has uh, other names which you should know. Okay. So this is called as criterion of optimism. This is called as criterion of optimism. This is called as criterion of pessimism. Okay, criterion of pessimism. This is called as criterion CRI, criterion of rationalism. Okay, and Hurwitz is called criterion of realism. Okay, and minimax regret is called as yeah, opportunity, criterion of opportunity loss. Or this also has another name, salvage. Okay, make a note of this. Maxi-max criterion of optimism. Maxi-min criterion of pessimism. Laplace's criterion of rationalism. Hurwitz's criterion of realism. Minimax regret is criterion of opportunity loss or salvage criterion. Is also called as salvage criterion. Okay, in this this is there, no, this one is the 5th one. This is really important. Okay, this is really important. I've seen lot of question papers where they have asked regret, they've asked salvage. Okay, minimax regret. So it's called as opportunity loss. Okay, it's a very important technique. Okay, right? So in this in this, what you need to do is there is something called as strategies. There is something called as strategies, and there is something called as states of nature, and there is something called as payoff. Okay, these three things you have to remember. Okay, so I'll tell you important terms. Okay, important terms which you have to know. Okay, one that is what did I say just now?
Strategies.
Very good. Thank you. Strategies. Okay. Strategies. Second one is states of nature. Okay. And third one is payoff. Payoffs. Okay. These three things are very, very important. Strategies, states of nature, and payoff. Okay. What do you mean by strategy? Strategy is nothing but the game plan. Okay, just give me a minute. Strategy is nothing but the game plan. Okay, which you which a player uses to mute. You're not interested, leave. The game plan which a player uses to win over his opponent. Okay, states of nature. The strategy used by the other player, the strategy used by the other player, I mean, who is also called as the opponent. The strategy that is used by the other player, or he's also called as the opponent, is going to be your states of nature. Remember this. There are two players, A and B. B's strategy is going to be player A's states of nature. Okay, maybe I can give you an example. I'll put that so that you people understand. Okay, for example, in a game of two players, player A strategy is the states of nature for player B, and vice versa. Strategy of player B is going to be the states of nature for player A. Are you understanding? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
எப்போ பேசணுமோ அப்போ பேச மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க, எப்போ பேசக்கூடாதோ அப்போ பேசுறீங்க. Okay, right. Payoff. What do you mean by payoff? Payoff is nothing but the reward which a player gets. Okay, the reward which a player gets over his opponent by using a specific strategy. Okay, by using a specific strategy. Are you getting my point? The reward which a player is going to get over his opponent by using a specific strategy is called as the payoff. Okay, right? And there is a note. What is the note? Payoffs are different for different strategies, and hence these values are put or showcased in a payoff matrix. Okay, so this note is very important. Okay, so you have a payoff matrix, and in that payoff matrix, there are different strategies for different players. Okay, and this is put as a matrix, and that matrix is called as the payoff matrix. Are you getting my point? Okay, now let us go ahead and solve all this 5 things. Okay, maximax, maximin. Okay, Laplace, Hurwitz, and minimax regret. That is criterion of opportunity loss or salvage. And these are the important terms. Okay, these are the important terms which you have to remember. Okay, these are the important terms which you have to remember if you have to solve problems in this. Okay, right. So now, as usual, no copying business. Okay, problem 1. I'm going to take all problems which is given by you. I'm going to solve and we'll get the answer. Okay, right. So what you need to do, we are going to have you want a 3x3 matrix or a 4x4 matrix or a 5x5 matrix? Tell me quickly.
4x4.
Okay, 4x4 matrix.
4x4.
4x4 matrix we are taking. Okay, so what is 4x4 matrix? 4 rows, 4 columns. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the matrix. Okay, so now what you need to do here is give me random values. You can give me random values from 1 to 99.
42.
45, 8,
99.
99,
24.
75,
55.
74,
17.
55,
27.
67.
70,
18.
27, 67, 89. Okay,
90.
17.
36,
90, 76, 70. Okay,
24,
22,
And 4.
56.
4, 66. Okay.
55.
So this is the values which you have given me. Okay. This is a 4x4 matrix. I'm not going to solve 20, 30 problems. I am just going to solve one problem, and I'll make you understand that one problem. You go back, you open any book and solve using my method, you will get the correct answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So in the same way, this particular decision making, I'm going to solve only one problem. I'm going to solve only one problem. I'm going to cover all the 5 types. Okay, I'm going to cover all 5 types, and you can easily solve this particular problem. Okay, right? In decision making. Decision making is the uh, topic. Okay. Okay, so now this is the matrix. This particular matrix, this one is your this particular matrix is called as your pay of matrix. This matrix is called as your pay of matrix. Okay. Now insert. I want one more column here. Okay, I want one more column here. So I'm making it. Okay, so here you have player 1 hyphen player 2. Okay, and below that you have S1, S2. I'll use small. Okay, it'll be easy. S1, S2, S3, and S4. Okay, and here you have S1, S2, S3, and S4. Okay. So what do you mean by this? In a note, in a 4 cross 4 matrix, in a 4 cross 4 matrix, each player has 4 strategies to use against his or her opponent. Now you see, for player one, S1, S2, S3, S4, he has 4 strategies which he can use against player 2. And player 2, okay, okay, you will get confused. I will erase the confusion. This is player 1. This is not pasting. Used to continue. Okay. Good. So now you see here, player 1. Very good. So now you see here, player 1 has 4 strategies. S1, S2, S3, S4. And player 2 has 4 strategies. S1, S2, S3, and S4. Okay. So what am I trying to say here? If it is a 4 cross 4 matrix, if it's a 4 cross 4 matrix, then each player is going to have 4 strategies which he can use against his or her opponent. Am I getting my point? If it's a 5 cross 5 matrix, each player is going to have 5 strategies which he can use against his opponent. Okay, whatever are the values here, this again I'll give another color. Okay, I'll give another color. This is called as your payoff matrix. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
good. So,
sir, some students are waiting, sir, to join. They got disconnected, sir.
okay, I've allowed them. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is, this is the matrix which is called as the payoff matrix. Any values which is there inside is your payoff matrix. Okay. So player 1 has 4 strategies, player 2 has 4 strategies because it's a 4 cross 4 matrix. In case if it is a 5 cross 5 matrix, then each player will have 5 strategies. Are you getting my point? Okay. So note, since it's a 4 cross 4 matrix, each player has 4 strategies to use against his or her opponent. Are you understanding? Okay, right. So now let us see all this maximax criterion of optimism. Okay, what is this maximax? Very simple. The ways in which you have to solve the problem for maximax. Remember, what you need to do is first go row wise. First go row wise. Okay, row wise. Select the maximum value in each row. See, maximax, all this you have to always read backwards. I tell you what reading backwards means. Okay. First, go row wise. Select the maximum value in each row. Okay. Do this for all the rows. Do this for all the rows. Okay. When you do this for all the rows, you will get a new column. You'll get a new column. Okay. First, go row wise. Select the maximum value in each row. Do this for all the rows. You'll get a new column. How? I will tell you. I will solve it here. So first I'm going to go with maxi max. Okay. I am going with the first row. In the first row, which is the maximum value here in the first row?
99.
99.
99, sir.
Very good. Very good. Which one maximum?
74.
Ah,
74, sir.
what is the
74,
truth?
sir.
Which is the third?
90.
90,
Correct.
sir.
Which is the fourth?
The fourth one is 70.
70.
70. 70.
Okay. Now you see here. See, whenever I say maxi max, always read backwards. If it is maxi min, always start taking minimum, then you have to take maximum. Here it is maximum, then you have to take maximum. If it is mini max regret, first you have to do regret, then you have to do maximum, then you have to do minimum. Always go backwards. That is the meaning of this. I have written no here. Maxi max, read backwards. அப்படினா என்ன? பின்னாடியிலிருந்து படிங்க. Maxi max. First will be maxi max means first maximum, then again maximum. Now you see, you have taken the maximum values
Maximum
in each
value.
row. So go row wise, select the maximum and do this. You will get a new column. You have got a new column. Okay. Now what you need to do in that new column, choose the highest value. The strategy that corresponds to the highest value is the best strategy for maxi max criterion. Okay. இதுதான் steps. This is the steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Okay. Go row wise, take the maximum, do this for all the rows, you will get a new column, and in that new column, choose the highest. So now in this column, which is the highest?
99, sir.
99.
99.
99. So what you need to do is Highlight 99. That 99 is corresponding to which strategy?
S1.
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 So you have to write according to max. S1 is the best strategy. That is the answer. Now you see here.
That is according to player 1, right?
Huh?
According to player 1, S1 is first. And according to player 2, S3 is strategy.
Correct. That 99 is corresponding to which strategy?
S1.
Okay, right. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
In case if you do not have time, ஏதோ ஒரு காலகட்டத்துல வந்து I have to get the marks, but I don't have time to do all this. Still, I want to solve this problem and get the marks. You can do it in 1 second. How? Inside the matrix, you see the highest value. The corresponding row and column, whichever strategies are there, that will be the best strategy under maxi-max. I will prove it to you. How? This is the payoff matrix. Inside the payoff matrix, which is the highest value?
99.
99. That is corresponding to which strategy?
Yes, 3.
S1.
For player 2, it is S3, and for player 1, it is?
It's one.
Yes,
What
one.
is the answer?
67.
What is the answer here? Can you see the answer? Hey, did you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Read the last segments, the part again.
Sorry?
Can you repeat the last part of this sum, sir?
Last part
Second
means which
type,
part?
sir. Second type, sir.
Third step you mentioned with the strategy.
To find easy, sir.
The strategy that corresponds to the highest value is the best strategy. Now in this particular column, which is the highest value? The highest value is 99. 99 is corresponding to which strategy for player 1? S1. 99 is corresponding to which strategy for player 2? S3. So if player 1 has to win, he has to use strategy S1. If player 2 has to win, he has to use strategy S3. That is the meaning. Now you have understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Clear.
not you. Some lady had asked me. Hello, where did you go? Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. So that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Okay. So according to max, in case உங்ககிட்ட வந்து time இல்ல, நான் வந்து போட்டே ஆகணும். Within the teacher is snatching the books. Okay, so I have to solve this problem. Just inside the matrix, you see which is the highest value. See that value corresponding to which strategy. Write that, you will get the answer. That is the best strategy for maxi-max. Did you understand maxi-max?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Maxi-max is something called as criterion of optimism. அப்படின்னா என்ன? I want the best of the best. That is the meaning of it. Best of the best. அப்படின்னா என்ன? What do you mean by that? Let me say there are 4 students. Student 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Their percentages are 90, 96, 97, and 99. Okay. All the 4 are in 90s. All the 4 are in 90s, which means to say all the 4 are really good. Okay. They are the best. But out of that 4, who is the best? The best is this.
Student 4.
Student 4, sir.
So I am picking out the best. இது 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 எப்படின்னா கல்யாணத்துக்கு புடவை வாங்குற மாதிரி. Okay. Right? People are never satisfied. People want best of the best. You understand? That's exactly how criterion of maxi-max works. Got it? Then you have something called as maxi-min. So you're going to read it backwards. First is minimum, then is maximum. Okay. So how do you do that? How do you do that? Very simple. So again, go here, merge and center, put maxi-min. Okay. So now what you need to do? First, in this, again, you have to go row wise, select the minimum value. Do this for all the rows and you will get a new column. Okay. So in this, which is the least value? 8. In this, which is the least value? 27. In this, which is the least value? 67.
67.
In this, which is the least
The
value?
last one is 4.
So you have got it. So minimum is done. Minimum is done. Then what you have to do? Select the maximum in that new column. So that's the second step. In that column, choose it. In that column, choose the highest value. In this, which is the highest?
67, sir.
67. The strategy that corresponds, this is same. The strategy that corresponds to the highest value is the best strategy for
Minimum value.
Maximum.
maxi-min criterion. Okay. So which is the strategy that corresponds S3 for player 1? So according to, I am putting it only for player 1. Okay. So according to maxi-min. Okay. According to maxi-min, S3 is the best strategy. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Hey, mute yaar.
Sir,
Okay. Tell me.
sir, is that we have to mention for both the players, sir?
Mention it for one X is enough.
Okay, sir.
Mention it for one player. That is more than enough. Okay. Right. So according to maximum, S3 is the best strategy. Are you getting my point? Okay. Right. So that is about maximum. Okay. That's about maximum. S3 is the best strategy. Now next, it is criterion of Laplace or rationalism. Okay. So Laplace. Okay. Laplace. So for Laplace, what do you need to do? For Laplace, you got to take the average. Rational. What do you mean by rational? Rational means no partiality. Rational means no partiality. Okay. So what do you need to do? Go row wise and take the average of each row. Take the average of each row. Okay. Do the same for all the rows. Do the same for all the rows. Okay. Then choose the highest value. Choose the highest value in the new column. And that corresponds to the best strategy. Choose the highest value and that corresponds to the best strategy. So how do you do that? Very simple. I'll go up. Laplace. So what I'm going to do here is very simple. So I'm going to take the average. Okay. I'm going to take the average of all this divided by number of observations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Right?
So equal to sum of sum. You have to mention sum.
Sum of.
Average only you will get, man, directly. It is not coming.
So equal to sum within the brackets, select the range and specify the average figure.
Yeah, sum. That's you can directly do it.
Yeah, selecting is easy.
Divided by 4.
Now divided by
4. Got it. Okay, good. Okay, right. So very good. Laplace, we are getting the average. Okay. Good. So then what I'm going to do, equal to again, can we drag this? Very good. Okay. So we are getting the values here. What did I do? For those of you who have not understood, 45 plus 8 plus 99 plus 75 divided by 4. 27 plus 70 plus 55 plus 74 divided by 4. 67 plus 89 plus 90 plus 76 divided by 4. 66 plus 4 plus 22 plus 70 divided by 4. I have just taken the average and these are the values. Then what you have to do, once you get that, do the same for all the rows. Choose the highest value in the new column. So in this, which is the highest?
column.
80.
Which is the highest?
80.50.
80.50. That's the column which has the highest average. That is corresponding to which one? S3. So you have to say according to Laplace. According to Laplace, S3 is the best strategy. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
According to Laplace, S3 is the best strategy. Then you have something called as the Hurwitz criterion. Hurwitz criterion. So what is Hurwitz criterion? Criterion of realism. So how do you do that? Realism means, I'll tell you, realism means there is something called as alpha. So ALPHA, alpha. Okay, what is that alpha? Level of significance. Alpha. Okay, level of significance. Level of significance. Okay, so how do you do that? you have a formula. What is the formula? H1. H1 is equal to alpha into maximum value in that row plus 1 minus alpha into minimum value. Okay, into minimum value. Now you see here, alpha into maximum value in that particular row plus 1 minus alpha into minimum value. Okay, do this for all the rows. Do this for all the rows. The row with the highest value is the best criterion under widths. Okay, right? Now one more thing. Note, if alpha array, if alpha value is not given, in the problem, always consider the alpha value as 0.5. If it is given, if the alpha value is given in the question paper, choose the same value. Only if it is not given, you have to choose 0.5. Okay. If the alpha value is given in the problem, choose that value. Okay. If the alpha value is not given, you have to choose alpha as 0.5. This is very important. Okay. So do this for all the rows. The row with the highest one will be the best criterion under Laplace. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay. So how do we do it? I want a little bigger one for this. Margin center or widths. Okay. Hey guys, it's already time, but I want to finish this. Okay. People who are not interested can leave. Okay. I'm not going to stop you. People who are really interested, stay back and listen. Okay. Another 10 minutes at close. Hurwitz. Okay. So how do you do that? Alpha into max plus 1 minus alpha into min. Now let me consider that the alpha value is not given. Here. So when the alpha value is not given, I'm going to take alpha value as 0.5. Okay.
0.5.
So H1. Very good. H1 is equal to what is the alpha value? Alpha 0.5 into what is the maximum value here? The maximum value here is 99 plus 1 minus alpha. 1 minus 0.5 is how much? 0.5 into what is the minimum value? The minimum value is 8. Second one, H2 equal to what is the alpha value? 0.5 into what is the highest value in this? The highest value is 74. The highest value is 74 into 74 plus 1 minus alpha, that is 0.5 into what is the least value in this? The least value is 55.
27. 27.
27.
It's 27, sir.
Where 27?
27.
Value is 27, sir.
27.
55, sir.
Oh, I changed the value here. This is 27?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Thanks.
Actually, the
Yeah,
value
thank you.
has changed.
I got it. Thank you. Okay, so that will be 0.5 into 27. Okay, sorry, my mistake. Okay, the next one is H3. Okay, H3 is what? H3 will be what is alpha 0.5 into what is the maximum value here? The maximum value is 90. 0.5 into 90 plus 0.5 into what's the minimum value here? 67.
67, sir.
Okay, right. So equal to somebody start calculating this. Okay, and the last one is H4. What is H4? 0.5 into 0.5 into what the highest value here? 70
70, sir.
plus what is the
0.5 into
least value?
4, sir.
0.5 into 4. What is the answers? Can you please give me, guys? Give me the answers.
78.5.
53.5.
78.
53.5, sir.
Which one?
The first one is 53.5.
Okay.
Second is 50.5.
Okay.
Third one is 78.5, sir.
Okay.
Fourth one is 37.
Very good. Okay. So I have got all these values. Okay. Now what do you need to do? After you get all these values, you see which value is the highest. In this, which is the value which is highest? H3.
78.5.
78.5. Okay. So according to Hurwitz, S3 is the S3 is the best strategy. இப்போ நீங்க வந்து you can ask me one question. Why S3 only is coming always? If you take the average 80.5, அதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா S1, S2, S3, S4 எல்லாமே வந்து டாப்ல இருக்காங்க. Nobody is poor. Now you see here in S1 45, இது வந்து 45 மார்க், இது 8 ஃபெயில், இது ஹையஸ்ட். இந்த ரெண்டு ஓகே, கொஞ்சம் பரவாயில்ல. ஆனா இங்க வந்து பாருங்க எல்லாமே கன்சிஸ்டன்டா இருக்கு. 67, 89, 90, 76. இந்த மாதிரி பே ஆஃப் ஆனா என்ன? ப்ராஃபிட்ஸ் எங்க ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கோ அந்த ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி தானே நீங்க அப்ளை பண்ணணும். கரெக்ட்? நோ? I give you an example. You have 100 rupees. Okay, you have 100 rupees. You are investing in 2 investments. Okay, both the risks are same. In one you are getting 200 rupees. In one you are getting 2000 rupees. Where will you invest?
2000.
Why you will invest there?
That is
More
the
profit.
Return is
highest.
more, no? Return is more. Profits are more. Correct, no? நான் போட்ட பணத்தை விட எனக்கு 10 மடங்கு ஜாஸ்தியா வருது. சாரி, 20 மடங்கு ஜாஸ்தியா வருது. அப்ப நான் அங்கதானே போடுவேன்.
Yes, sir.
புரியுதா
Yes, sir.
இல்லையா உங்களுக்கு?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
நான் சொல்றேன்.
Yes, sir.
So that is exactly what I am saying. அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா இந்த S3ல வந்து நிறைய ப்ராஃபிட்ஸ் இங்க வந்து அக்யூமுலேட் ஆயிருக்கு. சோ அதுக்கு தான் மெஜாரிட்டி ஆஃப் த கேசஸ்ல நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா S3 ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி நீங்க அப்ளை பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. இங்க பாருங்க, மேக்ஸிமம் இங்க S1 ஏன்னா இது மேக்ஸிமேக்ஸ். ஆனா இங்க எல்லாம் பாருங்க S3. So this is an indication that the strategy S3 is really good. Are you understanding? That's how it works. So this is Hurwitz. Then you have something called as minimax regret. That's the last one I'm going to deal with. So that's the last one, fifth method. So that is called as salvage. This is very important. Please understand this. Very important. This method is very important. People are asking this method in the examination. நிறைய வாட்டி வந்து இந்த மெத்தட வந்து கேட்டிருக்காங்க. Okay, salvage. So இது வந்து எப்படி பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்றேன் பாருங்க. Salvage. Okay, salvage, or it's also called as mini hyphen max hyphen regret, or it's also called as salvage. இத வந்து நீங்க எப்படி பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா, always I said read backwards. Read backwards. இது இந்த decision makingல வந்து எப்பவுமே read backwards. Okay. So first is regret. So what you have to say here is, first step, to calculate regret. To calculate regret, go column wise. This is very important. Ella previous method வந்து we went row wise, whereas to calculate regret, go column wise. This is very important. Second, once you get the regret for all the columns, once you get the regret for all the columns, proceed with choosing the maximum value in each row. Choosing the maximum value in each row, you will get a new column. In that, choose the minimum value. The strategy that corresponds to the minimum value is the best STRATEG, is the best strategy under the salvage criterion. Are you getting my point? The strategy that corresponds to the minimum value is the best strategy under the salvage criterion. உங்களுக்கு ஒன்னும் புரிஞ்சிருக்காது. If I solve the problem, you will understand. Okay. Read backwards. To calculate regret, go column wise. இது நீங்க என்ன பண்ணனும்னா, choose the highest value and deduct the other values from this highest value. Okay, so to calculate regret, go column wise, choose the highest value and deduct the other values from the highest value. So how do you do that? Mark this. Okay, we'll do this. So salvage. How you calculate that salvage? Very simple. What I'm going to do here is salvage. Go column wise. In the column, which is the highest value?
99.
99.
Highest value.
99.
A.
74.
Column wise, not row wise.
74.
67, sir. 67.
24. Now,
74.
yeah, I should teach you
74,
maths,
sir. 74.
basic maths.
74.
You
74
don't know
cents.
what is the meaning of highest value.
89, sir.
74.
74.
89.
Hey, wait, so keep quiet. You don't know what is the highest value.
So
It is
initially
67
the
greater than
27
74.
was in
The initial
S1.
table
Hey,
you have
wait.
given is 27, but you
Wait.
have misplaced that
Yes, sir.
27 and 74.
Yes.
Column S1 and S4 in the second row was misplaced. That's a confusion. So in the row S2, S1 column, the value, initial value you have given as 27, but now you have given as 74. That was the confusion point.
Then what is the value there? in 27?
Yes, sir.
74. In S4, row S2, column S4, value is 74. Initial value you are given as 74.
Okay. And this one? 27.
7. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. See, I asked you whether 74 is there 10 minutes back. You said yes.
Now the value has changed.
Now it is okay. Now it is correct.
Yeah, correct, sir.
Perfect.
Correct.
Correct. Perfect. Good. Okay. Arey, highest value you should tell me. Okay, whatever it is. Okay. Now in this. Now in this.
67.
Okay. In this column, which is highest?
67.
67.
67. 67 is highest. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to deduct all the other values from 67. So 67 minus 45. Okay. The next one is 67 minus 27. Okay. The next one is 67 minus 67. Okay. And the next one is 66 minus, 67 minus 66. Okay. I will do this. I will do this. I will do this for all the columns. Will do this for all the columns. Now in the second column, which is the highest?
89.
89.
89.
89.
89.
Seri.
89.
89 minus 4.
Okay. Right. And in the next column, which is highest, 99.
99.
99.
99 minus 55. 99, 20, and 99 minus 22.
Okay. And in the next column, which is the highest is 76.
76.
Got it. Give me the values. Give me the values for this.
22.
22.
22.
40.
Okay.
40.
I'll put it here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put it here. Okay. Give me the values. 22.
40.
40. 0.
40, 0,
1.
1. Okay.
81.
19.
19.
1.
0.
0.
0. 85.
0.
Yeah.
85.
எத்தனை 0? 85.
Column 3.
0.
ம்
44.
ம்
9.
நீங்க சொல்றதை விட நான் கால்குலேட்டா பண்ணிடலாம்.
76. Sorry.
அப்புறம்
1.
2. 2 0
0.
6. 6
போட்டாச்சு.
6.
இன்னுமா கால்குலேட் பண்ணி உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கீங்க? போட்டாச்சு.
We are copying the sum.
Okay. Now you got this new matrix. Okay. So என்ன போட்டனா go column wise இத படிங்க. To calculate regret, go column wise, choose the highest value and deduct all the values from the highest value. இதாச்சு. Next, once you get the regret for all the columns, proceed with choosing the maximum value in each row. Proceed with choosing the maximum value in each row. Now you go to that. Ipo maximum value in each row. So how do I do that? So how do I do that? Just go row wise. What is the maximum value? Can you tell me?
81.
81, 44, 9, 85.
44,
9,
9,
85.
5.
Oh my god.
Got it? So now what I have done, I have chosen the maximum value in each row. You will get a new column. I have got the new column. This is the new column. Okay. And what he says, in that after you will get a new column. In that, choose the minimum value. In that, you choose the minimum value. In this, which is the minimum value?
9,
9. 9 is corresponding to which strategy?
S3.
Third. Apo, according to salvage criterion, S3 is the best strategy. So do you understand? So in this corresponds to S3. So S3 is the best strategy. So this is your entire decision making. You will definitely get 10 marks in this. 10 marks. And this will be your simplex method. Simplex method, and that will be your 15/20 marks. Okay, so that is the concept. This is the concept here. See, one thing you have to one thing you have to remember, concepts, if you know, you can play with the problem. Okay. Yes, tell me, you were saying something.
Yes, sir. That salvage box is empty. So what
So what I
with
should
that
do?
column?
The column is here, na? I already did, na? Here. This one.
Okay, that maximum value in each row. That okay, sir.
Correct.
Got it,
So
sir. Thank you, sir.
that corresponds to your S3 again. So this is the solution. This is the solution for all the 5 types. Okay. There's a lot of mistakes in the textbook. Don't read that. Just follow this method. You should be in a position to get all your answers correct. Okay. Right. So this is how it is. Okay. So as promised, 10 marks decision making and this simplex. So roughly about 30 marks we have covered. Okay. So we'll meet in the next session. Okay. Right. So I hope you have understood.
Sir, a small doubt in simplex method, sir.
Uh,
What if the key element value is 0, sir?
where?
I just did one sum.
Yeah.
Not for this case, sir. For if the key element value is 0, how do we proceed, sir?
You can't proceed. You have done a mistake.
Okay, sir.
There are some things which you should know. I mean to say, there are some conditions that has to be satisfied. If you want to solve or continue the problem by using simplex method, the key element should always be equal to 1. If the key element becomes 0, then you cannot continue the problem, and you will never ever get a problem where the key element will be 0. because your sales and demand is very rare that it'll be an exact perfect match. Never, because if you would have studied in economics, we have something called as high volatility. So high volatility means what? There's always going to be a huge fluctuation in demand and supply. So your key element value will never ever be equal to zero. It's impossible. It's like sun rising in the west.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, if you have studied economics, in economics you have something called as demand and supply, which is coming in microeconomics. So if you would have studied that, we are in a situation where the market is highly volatile, and you will not get uh, an exact match between demand and supply. Never. We only try to make sure that our supply matches the demand. You cannot say the market wants 1,72,846 items, and I am going to manufacture 1,72,896 items. No, it doesn't happen. It cannot be a match. You go and check your problem. You would have done some mistake.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, if you don't get it, still you reach out. I will tell you what it is. Okay,
Sure,
guys.
sir.
So
Thanks.
so it's been 2 o'clock. So we started at 8:20. Okay. I appreciate. Okay, I appreciate people who waited for my class. Okay. Um, so thank you. Okay, for waiting for my class. Okay, I understand that here and there I was a little bit occupied. Okay, but still, I've given you the best information. Okay,
Sir, you
right?
done a great class, sir. Great class for us.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay,
Can you
fine.
share the
I
PDF?
mean,
Sir,
I
one
mean,
second,
Thank
sir.
you.
Sir,
Thank you.
share
So one
the
thing.
Excel
So
sheet, sir,
since you'll be
for
coming for the
simplex
next week,
method.
may I know which
Thank you
link
so
you
much,
will be
sir.
utilizing?
Sir, you send a
link.
link, we will join, sir. It's
Maybe
easy
in the
for
group
us.
you can share that. Maybe we will
Yeah,
join in the same link.
yeah. Link. I've still not got it. Okay, if they give me the link, I will definitely post it on the group. Okay, so you can join on that link.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
right. So
please.
next class again. Next class again we will have some 30-40 marks. I'll teach you maybe graphical, then and this transportation assignment. So that way you can easily cover about some 60 marks. Okay, and then
Yeah.
another class we can cover another 30 marks. Okay, so
And
roughly
you were
we are.
saying you had a YouTube channel for this, so just suggest that in this as well.
I'll post it on the WhatsApp chat. Okay, I'm not
Okay.
really active because there's a lot of classes. Okay,
Okay.
so let me know what topics you want. Maybe I can do a video and post it. Okay, right. So I will post the link of my YouTube channel. You can view it, or you just let me know what topics you would require so that I can make a video and post it. Okay,
Sir,
right.
simplex
So
method, sir.
again,
Simplex
you want
method, sir,
simplex.
regarding. Yes, sir,
Sir,
simplex
please share
method.
the
All
Excel
right.
sheet
Okay.
for simplex method, sir. Yes, and
All right.
simplex
So
method as
no,
well.
you go try it out once. Okay, this simplex. You please go try it out once. Okay, if you
Sir,
still don't
please,
get
sir,
it, just let me know.
Excel.
If you still don't get it, just let me know. I'll go ahead and solve it again in one of the classes. Okay, right? So that's about it. Okay, right? So thanks for all your
Sir,
listening.
thank you, sir.
Sir,
Okay,
please share
for your
Excel in WhatsApp.
Sir, something.
sorry,
Please
sorry.
share this Excel in WhatsApp group.
Yeah,
Share
I'll
it.
share it. Okay, I'll share it. You can have a look at this. Okay. So
In this
everything,
chat
whatever,
box, please share.
whatever I've done is covered here. Okay. So so you can view it. Okay. Right. I'll share it on the group. Okay. Right. So shall we break for lunch? It's all done.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Right. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank you.
guys. Thank you. See you next week.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Sir, சில பேர் கிளாஸ் அட்டென்ட் பண்ண முடியல, join
இப்போ ஜாயின் பண்ணி என்ன பண்ண போறாங்க? ஐ அம் லீவிங்.
இல்ல இதுக்கு முன்னாடி சார், இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஸ்டார்டிங்ல இருந்து சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க ஜாயின் பண்ண முடியலன்னு.
சரி, ஓகே. Ask them to ping me. Next meeting I'll try to pull them in first. Okay?
Okay sir, okay. Thank you.
Right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Happy weekend.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.